phone. Think about it, Barry.
Well,
I'd rather not.
Welcome back to Dungeons and Mad Mage. We are back from break. So, previously the party had left the Willowwood via one of the magic gates within the Undermountain. Upon entering into the magical gate, they were briefly engaged by the mysterious feminine presence within the Undermountain. The voice that they had heard many times before, and it sought to gain insight into them and to impart knowledge, information about the past of the Undermountain and the shadow beneath the mountain. But eventually it was chased away, and the party moved forward through the arcane tunnels where Ezrah was accosted by the shadow. It was repelled by Willow's blessing, and then the party was let out into a familiar chamber with owlbears and goblins and a heated exchange, and Ezrah has a magical goblin that is following him around now. What are you guys doing?
I assume making our way to the third floor.
Yep, is that the plan, just general across the board? Okay.
yeah.
All right, so let's just go ahead and speed through that. Easy enough. Go ahead and pop over to here.
And as we walk, I'm trying to talk to the goblin and be like, what's your name?
What? Looks over at Ezra. Why is this pink skin talking to me?
What's your name? It's Tony.
Be nice to him. He's my friend.
You are very cool, friend. You see his face just like twitching in consternation.
All right. Weird. Are you an actual goblin or are you something else?
He looks at Ezra.
Ezra nods.
Kind of just shrugs.
Alright. Been good talking to you.
Also, everything just went pitch black.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
I'm shifting you guys over.
Okay.
So you guys begin to walk through the arcane chambers with the intention of heading south to the Sargoth level. Just double checking and making sure I don't have you guys.
Hey, Jeremy, I think I lost the Skull Taker list you had provided me. I've been searching my drive for a while.
Gotcha. That's easy enough to correct. So, guys, make your way down to the Sargoth level.
Make my way.
Making his way downtown, walking quick
Sounds
and
familiar.
also slow, away from Ashes.
Okay. So you guys begin to make your way there. You are trailed by this goblin that seems to stay by Ezra's side and do whatever Ezra says. It is a short journey, unchallenged, and then you're back on the third level. Down near the dwarven crypts.
Oh, it sucks not having fog of war anymore.
Oh yeah, you guys are back to the no
Yep.
fog of war.
Yep.
To the old map.
To the old map.
The old map.
I think do you want to check out the Skull Takers, then
I
head
know.
to...
I must visit the Skull Takers.
So let's check it on you boys.
Well, I want to grab 2 of them.
Okay.
To keep.
Oh yeah.
Yes, to keep forever.
So we're gonna if you guys are willing to bear with me, we can get through more of this stuff without having to like teleport you around the map. When you need to be in a place, we can do that. So, you guys head eastward through the dwarven crypts towards the temple complex where the Skull Takers have taken up residence. You don't make it very far before you are noticed, and you find yourself facing off against two goblins on war goat mounts at the ready, right? But they see you, they notice you. You find yourself addressing Catsup and Glooby. Catsup, the lead, who's the leader of the goblin cavalry here. And they look hale, they look hardy, they look a little like they look a little beat up, like they have some recent wounds on them, but they look okay, right? And Catsup kind of like hails you and is, you're back. Been a while.
Been like 3 days.
That's a while. A lot's happened.
Hey, Catsup, get somebody to cover your post and come with me.
That's we were just making the patrols. We're all heading back anyways.
All right then. Catsup was one of the leaders, right?
Yes.
No,
Yeah, it was like
not one of the original leaders. The original leaders are
Pibble and Groin.
Pibble and Groin, and then Salt, Pepper, and Peppa and Catsup are the trio that joined afterward.
Yeah, I remember that.
So you're heading to the temple complex with Catsup?
Yeah.
Okay.
Temple complex, yeah.
So Catsup and Glooby lead you there on the backs of the Marchesa and Blicky.
Damn, they named them. Oh, hell yeah, boys.
And they are, especially Catsup, they are confident. They seem different than they used to. Bones, they have an air of experience about themselves now. They definitely seem very different than the goblins you just faced off against.
So hey, Catsup, what's been going on?
All the stuff. We had the tournament. And then
tournament.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for the lead chef.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Right.
A salt one, of course.
Makes sense. Yep.
And then there was the Grimlock Wars. And then there was the
we missed
battle.
a war. We've not got a week. We missed a war.
You kind of get this impression that the Catsup might be
plural.
embellishing, right? There was the Grimlock Wars, and then there was the Battle of the Mini Maws. That was a rough one. And Glooby is kind of like on the back of Blicky, just riding, just like, that was today.
Oh. All right. What was involved in the mini Maws?
Catsup says, "Oh well, Peppa's been experimenting, and he tried his hand at demon summoning, and well, it
Ezrah?
worked. A little much, a little too much."
Okay, well, I mean, if you took care of it, you just get any neat
did.
demon skulls?
They did these like weird after we killed them.
They do that.
Yeah, it was a big pain in the ass. But Peppa was kind of like about it, so he had Blarg piss on the circle. So I think we're okay now.
Everything I know about magic tells me that's how you deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, seems right.
It's about this time that this conversation is happening as you guys are making your way down, and you come into the temple complex, and it is night and day compared to what it was the last time. The last time it still had spider webs all over the place. You know, the bodies were gone, but it was still very much like the remnants of a drow outpost. All the spider webs are gone. There's these big, like, mounds of blackened, charred web. But there's tents, and there are, you know, boxes, crates of supplies, and you can see the stamp of the Legion on them, right? Damn, this music is building. Like, holy shit.
It really is. It's like, hey, what's gonna happen, dude?
Fucking A. Calm it
Demon
the fuck
summoner,
down.
freaking Peppa.
And you see there's activity all throughout the temple, and you're recognized, and you can see Bootlick and Earstabber are over on one side, and they seem to be doing like charging drills with Heat and Glizzy, the other two mountain goats. And then you see there's these little like there's a little altar where Salt and Peppa are at. And adjacent to this little altar is also like a standing kitchen, and Salt keeps running back and forth between the altar and the kitchen, apparently cooking something. And then up on the dais, Pibble and Groin are kind of like, there's a bunch of bones, there's a bunch of skulls that they're kind of like sorting through and working on. And then you can see off to one side, Blarg, the resident bugbear, is like, he's just like cleaning. There's this stack of weapons next to him, and he's just cleans one weapon, sets it to the side, cleans another weapon, sets it to the side. They all seem more confident, they all seem more experienced in very straight up terms. They have leveled up.
Hell yeah.
Not all of them are, obviously, right there seem to be different tiers, right? Like Groin and Pibble are still the leaders of the clan or the group, and it's basically like the older members seem to have gained more experience than the newer members have, but they all seem more. If you were to put the goblins of the Tall Market that you've seen before up against the Skull Takers would probably win in your mind.
Yeah.
Now the Tall Market is more numerous, and that is potentially a problem. But the Skull Takers seem like they're kind of like developing into this little crack force. They do not seem, basically to say, they do not seem like they're being idle while you're gone.
I love crack.
I love Crag.
All right, cool. All right, I go up and I'm like, hey boys. I greet Pibble and Groin.
Hailed like it's not like a quiet thing as you arrive. Like everyone's like shouting and cheering and yelling at you, and Pibble and Groin come down and they're like, hey boss, how's it going?
Pretty good. It's pretty good, guys. Hey, I brought stuff. I take out all of my.
We love stuff.
Me too.
Stuff's great.
I take out all of my tools. The cartographers, the woodworkers, the tool jewelers kits, and the tinkers.
Big eyes. I'm gonna need you to like copy pasta me in Discord what you're giving them.
Okay.
Oh. Also, you wanted the sheet. My bad. Pop that over to you.
Picks 2. Tinker. All of those for now.
I think I did some consolidation previously, so I might have actually accidentally taken that. Asshole. Here, I've got to edit some things on here.
That's fine.
But yeah, I'll get it to you.
Remember their names. That's pretty much it. Okay, well, we have a sit down. I'm like, hey guys, I'm gonna go meet with Azrock.
Pibble and Groin are like, Azrock, yeah, he's okay.
Maybe just Lurkana. I'm not really sure. Anyway, there's a place that we found as a group, where I will be coming back to often. and it's defensible, and it could be ours.
Grunt and Pibble like look at each other and like they do the El Dorado thing, right? They both look at each other and they go, "New place, new place." And they look at you and nod, "New place."
Okay, so you guys are down.
I mean, yeah. Why wouldn't we be?
All right, it's a few levels down, so you guys are gonna have to get stronger.
Oh, okay. We're pretty strong, boss.
You guys, I mean, you look really strong. I heard about your multiple wars.
The Grimlock Wars. Oh, yesterday was rough, man.
Well, it's just yesterday.
Yeah.
The multiple Grimlock wars was
Yeah.
yesterday.
Like
What happened?
3 back to back to back.
How do the hags feel about that?
Oh, I don't think they were the hags. They came from downriver or up river, the river. I don't know.
Fair. Yeah. Okay. Well. All right. So
I
I'm
hope
gonna
they
go
weren't
meet
the
with them,
hags.
and I'm gonna ask the Legion. Has the Legion been helping out? They've been doing
He
anything?
points over. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of like supplies from the Legion. It's pretty awesome. New weapons, food, some other things.
What do you guys think about asking? What do you guys think about the Legion help train you all? Because we're gonna move. I'd like to move pretty quick. I'm gonna secure the route, and then we should move.
Sybil and Groin are like, I mean, okay. They both look at Blarg and they say, "Guard Captain." Blarg goes, kind of like, scratches his head and he says, "Guess would help have more muscle. Train use. Yeah. Faster."
Alright. Cool. Sounds good, Guard Captain. Congrats on the promotion. Proud of you.
He just like hefts this fucking mall. Like it's almost as big as you are. He's like, yeah.
Fair enough. All right, come with me. I want them to, see you when we do this great favor for them.
So you're taking Pibble and Groin with you?
Yeah, Pibble and Groin.
Okay, gotcha. No stops heading to Azrox?
Yeah.
I can't think of any.
Do you guys remember? Do we need to? I know Lurkana asked us to do this.
We have to do it on the DL.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
no, we're not giving this to Azrock. We're giving it to her.
So we need to meet with
Here
her.
is the dagger.
Yeah. So we need to meet with just her. Okay, got it.
Yeah, in private, this is like super DL.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So as you guys are heading that way, you make it through the eastern ruins of Stromkolder. You are hailed by a force of hobgoblins. They do the whole shebang where they take down your information and say, they some of them recognize you and they go, okay, yeah, you're cleared. You know the rules. Be careful. Like they warn you if you're going to go too close to the river. There have been incursions of undead lately, right? And then
I heard about the Grimlock Wars.
As you are leaving the eastern ruins, just above the location where you first found the drow rafts and the trapped doors, right?
The drow rafts and the trapdoors. That's okay. I know where that is. Yes.
Okay. Ezrah, you hear someone in your mind. You hear a voice.
Oh
Here.
boy.
I sense you here. Returned. Good.
Do I recognize the voice?
Yes, you
Sounds like
recognize the
Halaster.
voice as the voice of Gurgle Brine, one of the lead
Oh,
sister of the
shit.
Sea Hags, at least the lead
girl.
sister prior to all
The
of
one we
Stillwater being
reinstated.
restored. Yeah. So, Gurgle Brine says to you, she says,
There's a problem. My sister grows wild, erratic of late. I am concerned. I need assistance. I would ask our cousin, Wormriddle. Unfortunately, I have been unable to get a hold of her. I fear she may be the only one who could talk sense into Gurgle. Hello? Is this thing on? And you hear this dunk, 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 dunk.
I thought we killed Gurglebrine. Didn't she get skinned?
Nope. That Gurgle Brine is...
It was the previous, like, leader.
No, Gurgle Brine is the previous leader. The one that
Right.
died.
The one we killed was leader at the time.
No.
No?
Gurgle Brine was the lead sister. Right?
Okay.
Then there's Gurgle Brine was the lead sister. Coral Black and
Cuddlefingers.
Cauldre Cuddlefingers. Cauldre Cuddlefingers was the newest sister. She is the one that replaced Olive Stillwater. You killed Cauldre Cuddlefingers.
Okay.
Isn't Wormriddle Cuddlefinger's cousin?
There are
That's my notes. That's what my notes say.
Yes, but you get the recollection that they're probably
All
Wormriddle's
related.
probably all their cousins,
Okay.
right? And so you've heard that. Is this thing on? Dunk, 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 dunk.
Hello?
Hello!
Ah.
Good, you hear me.
Why do I hear you?
Look, I don't have much time. She's being weird. I'm worried about it. Look, just find Wormriddle.
Where and what do I tell her? And what is the timetable?
She should be in Dwemercore. And I don't know.
That's pretty far down.
Try not to take too long. I hope she doesn't eat us.
And then the connection cuts.
Alright. God damn it, Jeremy.
Look, I don't know what to fucking tell you, man. This is not my choice. This is what the NPCs are doing. So, that happens, right? Like, there's a moment where you all are walking, and then suddenly Ezra stops walking, and the goblin next to him like looks up and he goes,
What's the matter with you?
but Ezra's like lost in his own little world momentarily.
Lost in the sauce, and you're to blame.
So what do you guys
And
do?
that was Gurglebrine that reached out to me?
Yes.
Or Gurglebrine is the ill one?
Gurglebrine is the one that reached out to you.
Okay, and which one's the ill one?
Olive Stillwater.
Thank you.
Yeah, Olive is the one that you guys helped usurp leadership of the coven.
Interesting.
Well, good to know we put a mentally unstable person in power.
It happens.
Suppose it does.
That's been pretty much this entire campaign so far.
That's every campaign ever. Shit happens.
Fair.
D&D. Shit happens.
Shit happens.
Yep.
Andy.
Right. So,
Sometimes shit happens.
anything going on after that exchange?
I give a Cliff Notes version of it to the group as I come out of it.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, if we do nothing, something bad might happen to the hags. How terrible.
Wait, they were our allies.
Except for that one time when they
and,
weren't.
and Dwemerker is the school that Halaster runs. That's where I'm supposed to get some of my answers pretty deep down there. So it's not a...
You think
Quick.
there's like an elevator you're supposed to take or something? Like, surely you're not supposed to walk the whole way.
What's an elevator?
Alright, fuck off.
Okay.
They have elevators.
Anything else?
We proceed to the Legion.
Time
The
to
Legan.
go.
The Legan. Okay. Gotcha.
The legumes.
Okay.
The
Sweet.
legumes.
You make your way through the various checkpoints and outposts
Nick,
guarded by hobgoblins and bugbears.
Yo, I'm gonna keep an eye out for like one of the captains that we trust.
Particular one?
I don't remember any of their names.
More wine.
One of the ones you trust might be
The one with the scythe room.
Rolvik.
That sounds familiar. He's not the one that killed himself, right?
No, that was Cleuse.
Cleose, yeah. Could have swore it had several more A's in it, but
Okay.
H's.
You do not find Rolvik at the initial guard outpost, but it is a guard captain that you are, or a war leader that you are familiar with. It's Ognok. It's one of the ones that was there in the council for the planning stages of the battle with the drought with House Ofrendar. So he recognizes you, he hails you, you're welcomed into the Legion's territory, and if you so wish it, you're provided with an escort up to the Legion's hold.
sure, yeah.
Okay.
I asked him if he can like send a runner and let him know we're here to meet with Lurkana.
There's a brief hesitation, right? Like that's might be asking a bit much, but then he kind of like nods and he sends one of the bugbears running ahead of you, right? You realize like that request is kind of like right on the borderline of like where your relationship or your fame within the Legion is, right?
Fair
like, you know, but he acquiesces. You get the impression he might not do that many times, though.
Sure. I just don't want to go up in Azraq's place and be like, "Hey, we're here to meet with your wife."
Hey, we're gonna meet with you. So you make it to the hold of the Legion, and you have to go through the same process that you have to go through every time, right? You go into the customs house, and you have to like sign your names in the ledgers, answer a few brief questions, etc. But it's a quick, it's a painless process, and then you are released into the hold, which seems more active, slightly so, but still more active than the last time you had been here. There seems like there's been more work on the streets, more debris cleaned up, etc. There's definitely you going through the eastern Stromkolder ruins. It seems like the Legion is trying to get back to where it was, but it seems undermanned, potentially. So by the time you make it towards Azraq's
Throne room.
yeah,
Throne
I was
room?
going for a different word, but I couldn't think of what it
Throne.
was. You are greeted, right? A patrol comes across. You are found by a captain. I don't know if you guys have met this one before. Ozener.
That sounds brand new.
But he takes you to a building very near to Azraq's throne room, where you meet with Lurkana. So Azraq's significant other is there, sitting behind a desk, and you can actually see it's kind of like, it's not an actual desk, it's like it's a plank of wood that's been thrown across a bunch of barrels, and she's seated on a crate. It's kind of like a hastily assembled command structure. But she speaks to you, right? She's like, "You are back. It has been quite some time."
been like a week.
It's been longer than that before since you
Not
guys
a
have
bit.
been.
I think it might have been a bit.
Yeah, it's been a little bit longer since you guys have been to Azrox, I believe.
We are. Is it just us and her?
Yeah.
Or did any of the guards stay
No,
behind?
they've been dismissed.
Okay. I pull out the dagger and I put it on her desk.
She looks at it and she just like takes it in for a long moment. She reaches out, puts her hand on the dagger, kind of closes her eyes and nods. She says, "With this, order will return. This is as it should be. You have done a great favor for the Legion, for Ezrah."
Yeah, well, I mean, we've been allies. Glad we could further our relationship.
See, there's a moment of like hesitation from Lurkana, and then she says, "We should visit the commander. He will be pleased. I'm sure he is not as blind to my efforts as I would want. Believe he will reward you for your endeavors."
All right.
Okay. Do I take this back and give it to him? No.
She
Okay.
holds on to it. She says,
Gotcha.
"Best it be our secret for now."
Gotcha. Okay.
She says, "He will reward your services for efforts rendered elsewhere." Basically, like saying, like he'll
Cover.
Make
the
up,
publicity of it is he'll say that you guys were serving the Legion's interests. In other
Doing
words.
sweet scouting exercises.
But at that point, like Lurkana, she gets up, and she moves to leave this building that you all are in, and leads you to Azrock's throne room.
Okay. Cool. Sounds good.
So you follow her. She leads you into the location, right? And it's part throne room, part a war council, part feast hall. And as you arrive, there is a kind of like a little mini feast underway, right? You realize that it's kind of the cycle of what you've come to recognize at the Hold. His legions are feasted with him, right, as a sign of respect, as a show, right? Every day, a new round of soldiers they feast in the commander's hall. And this is a way for him to like keep people close, stay respected, be a part of the Legion. But you feel that there's looking upon this place, right? There's the feast, and then up upon his iron throne, coated in the skulls of his enemies, right? In his black iron armor, Azrock looks incredibly alone, comparatively.
Damn, 'cause
He
belongs.
looks secluded from his people. He has this kind of like air of being separated. And you are announced, right? And the boisterous, raucous kind of like conversation and laughter dies down as you are all kind of like you're recognized and you're brought forth. And Lurkana steps up to Azrock, and you all kind of like know what's happening, but specifically Bones and Matashtai have a high enough perception to be able to actually like see the exchange of Lurkana stepping forward and into the side of Azrock, and the dagger going into Azrock's grip, right? And you watch as
I thought that was 50-50. She's just gonna kill him.
Azrock straightens, right?
Oh my
like
God.
there's suddenly this raising of his person. And it's kind of a good comparison. It's kind of like a WoW troll, right? Like you've always seen him like hunched and everything like that, and then all of a sudden like he straightens up, and you realize Azrock is a big motherfucker for a hobgoblin. The majority of the hobgoblins are like 5.5 feet to 6 feet tall. Azrock is sitting here at like 6.5 feet tall or taller, right? He's a big guy compared to the vast majority of people around here. Like the bugbears are still bigger than him, right? But compared to the hobgoblins, this is a big, intimidating guy. And that air, that kind of like isolation, is almost in an instant gone. And Azrock looks at you. You see it through the slitted visor, right? He says, "You have proven your worth to the Legion. True allies." He stops and he shakes his head. "No. Not allies. Members of the Legion." And there's the hush that falls across the whole fucking room. and even Lurkana kind of like looks over and her eyes kind of widen, right? And Azrock nods and he says, "Yes. You will be rewarded for your service. You will have a place with us forever as we grow, as we return." And you see a couple of the other like hobgoblins stand up, right? Walk forward from the walls where they were stationed, right? You see 4 or 5 of them kind of like come up and stand behind all of you, right? And these guys are intimidating. They look like skilled combatants, but they are all like eyes locked on Azrock, and Azrock is just nodding. And he begins to walk down the steps of his dais, right? Down towards you. And as he does, he says, "The time has come. Finally. Worthy individuals. It is," and he pushes past you. And he walks right up to a goblin standing at the side of a wall. "Time!" And he reaches out and he has this gauntleted black iron fist and it grabs the goblin around the throat, drags him up the wall, and he snaps its neck.
Oh, shit. Pibble groined. Hi.
Uh-oh.
And a moment afterwards, those 5 hobgoblins are behind Azrock, long swords drawn. The goblin's head splits open, and crawling out of it is an intellect devourer, and all 5 of the hobgoblins just go and just plunge their long swords into it as it lands.
So he actually saw it in the dude's head.
Whoa.
And there's this great moment, this cracking, this dying goblin, this screeching brain dog that climbs from its skull, and then the death of the creature. And then there's a moment, a couple heartbeats that pass, and it's just silence. Right? And Azrak looks, and you see he makes eye contact with a number of people, and he nods. 3 people leave the building. He turns, nods. Another 4 people leave the building. He turns, nods, and you see the wargs in the southern. They kind of like rise, and they ripple their shoulders, and you see the fur across their back just kind of like crawl. And they slink out of the western door as if to go hunting. And
so cool.
Azrak turns to you and he says, "It is time to clean house. But unfortunately, we are still bound by certain conventions. I must ask aid of you once more, members, my legion." And he says it with deference, right? Like, he says it with respect. Like, he says it as a request, not a command. And Lurkana kind of, like, steps up alongside all of you. Just, like, looking at him. Says, "We were beset by enemies. My weakness has cost us much. Fortunately, I do nothing but bide my time. That is at an end. However, laws of the enemy set within. The Xanathar has sought to destroy us from within for quite some time.
Us too, yeah.
He will not be blind to slaying of these agents." And he kind of like looks over at the intellect devourer's corpse, right? He says, "But they, well, they are indefensible. His ambassador, on the other hand, Ulquis, should we kill him out of hand, well, then the Xanathar will have every reason to rally his forces against us."
Doesn't sound great. That sounds less than ideal.
"We will meet them in battle soon enough, but now is not the time. We must prepare first, but a message must be sent. Ulquis must die. I believe the ambassador, having witnessed such recent events, will wish to return to his liege shortly. If he was provided with an escort and he looks at all of you, and that escort suddenly turned against the Legion, well, then that would not be our fault."
Alright, is that going to make it difficult for us to talk to you in the future?
Kind of looks and he says, "Might have to smooth things over. But as I said, this is an inevitable clash. I don't need much time. Just some. Enough to send the message, but not give the Xanathar an easy rallying point. I do not think it will harm our standing with each other, but it will be plausible deniability."
We already have
He hates us.
a relationship with this Xanathar fellow. He's made attempts on our lives as
Actively
well.
trying to kill us.
Yeah,
Once
we're
more,
not
we
friends.
find ourselves as allies at the ready.
Okay. Does
Time to-
anyone?
As
problem?
he's saying that, right, you see three goblins, or not three goblins, two goblins and a hobgoblin come walking in from the north room, or from the north door, and the goblins are carrying between them a small chest.
Oh, I love chests. Does anyone have a problem with this? I don't want to speak.
Well,
for
I was going
anyone.
to ask some questions quick.
I was about to
Okay,
say,
go ahead.
Do I have problems in going up against Xanathar? Not really. They kind of suck.
What about going up against the Illithid?
Hmm.
We've dealt with Illithid
so
before. It's fine.
the ambassador is he an Illithid? I don't remember that name. Okay.
Ulquest?
Ulquist. Okay.
He and Azrak will give you a full accounting. Lurkana will assist, right? Ulquest's forces, after we have dealt with his incursions, should consist of himself, the dead eye Nerozar.
Oh yeah, I remember him. Yep.
So it's an undead beholder, right? You guys have fought those before. As well as his errand boys, a goblin chief and two goblins, I would assume, all with mind
Brain boys?
Brain boy.
nods.
Just to alleviate my conscience, you know of anything terrible that this Ulquist has done?
He has killed at least 3 of my people, and then he stops and he says, 4 personally. And he's been the responsibility, and he looks at the dead goblin now on the ground, and he says, of at least 12 more.
He's been putting brain dogs in people.
Well, I really don't like those brain dogs. I think I can get on board with this.
Oh yeah, you've had an encounter with one of these before.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Speaking of which, you got any way to protect against those?
Says, be ready for them to come out. Kill them immediately.
All right.
Okay. I think we're on board with this, War Chief. However,
don't have any problems.
I asked in your preparations, train my skull takers. They're strong. Well, they're stronger than last time I saw them. But I have found a place on the 6th floor that we mean to hold. And they need to be stronger for that.
You and yours are leaving us.
You're welcome to send an embassy. Or come. It's a big floor.
I do not believe we will move entirely, but an embassy, perhaps. There is much land between here and there. If we could re-establish a foothold in the farms, that would alleviate quite a few of our problems.
What's the farms? 4? No. 6? 7? 4?
It's
I thought 4 was the 4, the Devil Forest. No, that's 5. Okay, I'm back on board. Okay, yeah, sure.
And he will kind of like, he'll look at Lurkana, and Lurkana will kind of like, she seems to give some consideration, and she says, there are some logistics we will have to take care of, but it should be a simple matter. Your skull takers, they will listen, learn.
Yeah, they're pretty good at learning.
Pibble and Groin are behind you, and they both kind of look at each other, and they're both kind of shrugging. They says, yeah, sure. And Lurkana kind of like rolls her eyes, and she says, we will do what we can, but I promise no progress.
Well, that's all I can ask. And, obviously, should they become the focus of some sort of spearhead from us killing this Illithid, you'll assist.
Ezrah kind of shakes his head and he says, "We would not wish that attention upon them. If our ploy is unsuccessful and you are not the ones that shoulder the blame for this, then we will take it ourselves."
So be it.
A few moments pass, and it seems as if like an accord has been reached, potentially, right? Ezrah, there's not very many people still in the chamber, right?
Like there's one goblin over there just still eating, just like...
there are actually like
eating.
there's a small handful of bugbears and hobgoblins still eating, yes. Ezrah kind of turns to the two goblins who have brought this chest forth, right? And he waves them forward, and they drag this small chest over and open it up, and you can see it's full of coin. It's full of coin, and on top of it are two stoppered gourds.
Damn, I love coin and gourds.
Gourds.
And Azrak looks at you and says, "Reward for your services." And he looks at Lurkana, and Lurkana has this kind of like pained look on her face, but she nods, and he says, "We could use the coin, but your assistance has proven of more value than anything else we could fathom. I did not ask for this. I understand. My other did. And while my pride might be cross with her, my love for my people knows that this is as it should be." So the chest is 1,000 gold pieces.
Damn.
So 250 each.
250 each.
250 each.
And the stoppered gourds, right? Azrak will explain that they were won in a trade recently. And he will describe them as giving the drinker the rage of a barbarian.
Like actual
he
barbarian's
says
rage?
that it will turn you into a berserker for a time.
You can have double rage, Ashes.
Blade rage.
But yeah, to a mechanical standpoint, it will give you rage as if you were a level 1 barbarian.
Oh, that's
pretty
kind of
cool.
worthless to me. But it's kind of cool, yeah.
Just
mean,
time out real quick.
I'll
I
drink
just
them.
have to know. Will the resistance from
No, you cannot.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah,
can I
you don't
quarter
resistance
damage?
stack. No, you either are resistant or you're not.
Damn! I was about to be real excited.
That'd be really cool.
Be the ultimate tank.
So basically, it will
Break your
give
weapons
you
upon
it'll
me.
give you resistance to non-magical physical damage, as well as +2 to your physical damage.
And
Well-
advantage on strength checks and saving throws.
Yeah, I believe so.
It's really funny how closely similar raging and transforming is.
Is it +2 to your physical
Deal.
or +2 to your physical when using strength to attack? Because that's what
Strength.
barbarian is.
It is the barbarian rage.
It
I
is the
assume.
barbarian rage, so it's only
Okay, so it's
to
only
attack.
strength.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So
Use
you would
that
not
dex.
gain the benefit of the damage unless you were doing a different attack, but yeah.
And
Yeah,
which
you
Does
one
Matt
is it?
use dex or strength?
That's dex.
Oh, it's
Strength.
dex. Yeah.
Whatever, I'll take damage resistance.
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah,
it's
it'll do.
basically it's the ability for some of you to, or for two of you to do this, or one of you to do it twice, or what have you, right?
Wait,
to
did
basically
you say the
gain
damage
resistance.
only applies if you do it with a strength weapon?
Yes.
Yeah,
That
because that's how barbarian is.
That is how Barbarian Rage works.
I've looked at it many times.
Just make sure there ain't none of those dex barbs out there.
I was gonna say because I've seen Dex Barb builds, so that seems weird.
Oh, they don't get rage damage then.
I mean, what they just use it for res.
I mean, you don't get increased rage damage until
Yeah, just
fucking
they
like
using
level
strength.
9 anyways, so it's kind of
Whatever, bro. 2 damage is 2 damage.
sure. Yes, I agree, but what I'm saying is it's not like it's the end of the world.
Yeah, it's whatever.
As we know it.
Yeah, I'll
Anyways,
take one of those.
But
Yeah, right. Sounds
Azrock,
good. Yep.
Azrock is just trying to provide something that he thinks is potentially valuable to you all. That he's trying to
Valuable,
show
yeah.
his appreciation, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
As this is happening, Azrock says, "I believe there will not be much time. You have preparations you need to make."
I
No?
think I'm ready.
No, I think I'm good to go.
I turned
Ezra
to-
turns around and looks at the goblin that's been following him. How long are you following me?
I don't know.
Do you do anything special?
How long do you want me to follow you?
Forever.
Do you want to stay here?
Why would I want to stay in this hellhole?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Damn, he about to get clapped. I tell Pibble and Groin to go home. Get the others ready. Don't tell anyone. Like about what's about to happen.
They nod and leave.
Does this magical goblin have a weapon or armor or anything?
He looks armed.
No,
Yeah, he's got the same gear that a goblin typically has.
So we lose moss-covered rock near stream, and I gain a bodyguard. Is that how this works out?
I don't
I
know.
mean, you gain an advantage, boy.
I don't benefit from advantage like you do, Mister.
Well, you can feel free to use it for me then.
That's fair. All right. A short amount of time passes, and then
But right before we leave, like I'd like to turn back to both of them and be like, you know, maybe you get to see your son again soon.
Isn't he dead?
No, he's on a
No,
pilgrimage.
he left.
there's a stoic
fuck.
reaction from Azrock. Almost kind of like a stiffening of his body, perhaps, right? But he doesn't say anything. He doesn't do anything. But Lurkana, you see, like, looks at him and then looks away entirely. And she just kind of like shakes her head a little bit.
There was some button of heads there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, well.
Maybe he killed them in Makara.
He ran from home with some other fucking hobgoblins. Like,
Join the Xanathar?
I don't. He didn't join.
We
Xanathar?
we did not get much information aside from
Like-
him.
like-
I think there are several assumptions being made right now.
Yeah.
What if his son was Cleuse?
What?
Zach's just trolling.
I'm not. You never know. All right, cool. Well,
Right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're out.
let's do it.
Okay.
We're about to assassinate an illithid.
A very short time
Political
later.
assassination.
A very short time later, floating into the room is the Xanathar ambassador, Ulquest. And he gets no fanfare. He gets no announcement. At this point, Azrock has already kind of like retaken his throne. You all are off to one side, right? And Ulquest just kind of like floats in and he looks. And you hear nothing, right? The exchange is telepathic. But you hear this
Big
kind of
ass
like
beholder, right?
clenching of, huh?
No, this
Big ass
is
beholder.
this is
No,
an illithid.
He's got the tentacles.
Okay.
The dead beholder wasn't allowed in the hold.
Right. Okay.
And then there Azrock, right, speaks aloud. So you're basically like hearing one side of this conversation. You hear Azrock say, "Of course, we understand. You're welcome back anytime. Please tell your master. We eagerly await further negotiations." And then there's this pause, right? And then you see Azrock nodding. "Ah, yes, absolutely. In fact, we've taken the liberty of putting together an escort for you." And he looks over at all of you, and so does the Illithid, right? And you see this kind of like glittering delight in the Illithid's mind, or in its eyes. Like, there is no, like, there's bandying of words back and forth here. There's a dance happening, but no one is unaware of what this is leading up to right now. Like, every person present here is aware of where this is heading. And each side is convinced that that they're walking home tonight, basically. You guys do anything? Say anything?
It'll be our pleasure to escort you home.
All right. Well, let's just get to it, shall we? Hit her patter. Let's get at her. Azrock eventually, dismisses you all, dismisses Ulquist. Ulquist, you find outside. He floats out into the streets of the hold. You find 3 goblins there waiting for him, and also floating above the rest, right? This undead beholder. And Ulquist just glides through the streets, heads west past the kind of like border outpost, and just before you get to the tunnel that would lead towards the acid rain tunnels, right?
Great place.
He stops in this cavern of pink flowers, or pink mushrooms. Sorry, or not pink, purple mushrooms. I apologize. And he kind of like turns at all of you, and it's initiative.
Okay.
Wow.
Initiator.
Like, like I said, there's no surprise here. Everyone is very aware of what is happening. And there's this
going first.
There's this interest between Ulquist and or there's this like dark desire coming from Ulquist, basically.
Yeah, he wants to brain dog us.
Yeah, he wants to brain something you.
He gonna brain dog us.
Raw dog.
That's
Why?
totally out of character for Illithids.
I hate this. I gotta zoom in so far.
And we be wherever you are? Or shall
We're
we-
still. I don't know where
No, he's got.
you
we've got
think we
duplicate
are,
tokens.
Jeremy.
We've
Oh,
got
yeah,
duplicate
I've
tokens.
got duplicates in a momento.
Okay.
You guys should no longer have duplicates.
Okay. No, it's fine.
We do? I didn't know we had duplicates.
So one of my greatest pet peeves with Roll20 and the way that this module is set up is that if something is on the very edge of the map, like buttressed right up against the edge of the map, I can't really like get it on screen either.
Yeah, it stays on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of a pain in the ass. That being said, everyone please select your tokens and roll for initiative.
I did. I got 25.
Why are you not on the turn order?
Because you deleted it.
Now I'm the one with 25.
Oh, you selected the wrong token. That's not my fault. Get out of here.
Selected the one that was available to me. I've
Nope.
changed it to 25.
Wrong token.
No, you are not taking my 25 from me.
Wrong token.
You thought I bitched about the cone thing.
You bitch about whatever option you have to bitch about.
Yeah.
Zach.
Let's
Be honest here. Yeah, threaten me with more bitching. Let's
I'd
go.
like to imagine that, like, if we were really popular, that cone argument that we've had several times
Oh my god.
taught so many people about the Pythagorean theorem.
Damn, I wish.
God. That's just what I need the internet up in arms over. All right, fantastic. Battle begins. Matashtai, you're up.
Oh,
We
Or,
don't have our little spin
wait.
buddy.
Are either of you? You're both 20s, aren't you?
I don't know. I am.
Okay. Well,
I'm happy to allow him to go first.
Whoever the fuck wants to go, go.
Oh, I could totally get back up on top of those guys back there.
You remember these goblins probably have brain dogs in them.
Yeah, I feel like everything's got brain dogs in it here.
Brain
And that-
dogs.
That dude looks cool. Maybe he does cool stuff.
Yeah.
That must be the captain or whatever.
Yeah, goblin chieftain or some shit.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna rush the back line to try and stop them from doing range stuff. 5, 10, 15,
As you step
20.
forward, Matashtai,
Okay.
you step exactly where you did, right? Right here into a patch of mushrooms that just start screaming.
Mandragora?
Ah.
I need you to make
Never
a
heard someone say
Constitution
fucking
saving throw.
Mandragora like that.
Hey.
Mandragora.
Well, I said,
Okay.
not hack.
Like it catches you by surprise, and you have this moment where you're like, "Oh shit!" Right? But it doesn't deafen you. It doesn't. You get this impression, right? Like if you were caught unawares, unprepared for it, or if it had, if you had not been as fortuitous as you are. No, that's not the right word. Fortified
Fortitude.
as you are, it might have stunned your ass.
Oh, that
I'm
did
not
that.
unfortunate.
Jeremy, is my mystical goblin supposed to be on the turn order?
Oh yeah. Gobberin.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Forget about your little
40.
buddy. To him yet?
Nobody is.
50.
I was unprepared.
You.
Mitch, you come right here. And another patch of
I didn't go
mushrooms.
there. I went from here to here.
That's true.
Well, here's the fun thing.
It's a 10 by 10.
It's actually right there, and it's
Okay,
just
fine.
within 5 feet of it moving. So please make a
Well,
Constitution
then why did
saving
it start?
throw.
Why didn't it happen before I did
Because
anything
it's
up
not
here?
the battle, Mitch. That's why. Gosh,
Fine, I am about to
Duh.
be stunned on top of them.
you're not gonna be stunned.
Oh,
Very,
I am.
Okay.
very stunned. Is
Uh,
this what this feels like?
Actually, you're not stunned. You are, however, what's the other condition? It's you're
deafening?
you're
Paralyzed?
slowed. Is what it is.
Whoa.
So the DC for this
Gross.
is a 10, right? And basically it's dazed, but 5th edition doesn't have dazed, so I play dazed as slowed. So the DC is a 10. It's like a Medusa's Gaze. If you fail it by 5, it stuns your ass. If you just fail it, it slows you. So Matashtai, you are slowed, but you're already kind of like at your destination, aren't you?
Yeah.
You just lose the action bonus action.
Here.
Yeah, so you literally just
also
lose your
can
bonus
only
action.
choose
Yeah.
to do a bonus action.
How much movement did you have when you got there?
When I stepped where?
When you stepped on the mushroom?
5 more.
Okay. You are now.
Am I here or am I here?
You are where you if that is where you intended to be, then that's where you're at.
Yeah, that's where I ran.
Okay, so you are slowed. You either have a action or a bonus action, and you have no reaction.
reaction.
I use an action to dodge.
Okay.
That is unfortunate.
Wait, no.
That sucks.
You're not there. You're here. That's it. If that is where you are intending on going, that's where you're at.
You could move your full
Oh.
movement if you wanted it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like the
you said
getting
if that's
getting
where
slowed,
I was, then I was there.
No, getting slowed and having 5 feet left. The 5 feet doesn't like have and go to like no feet. It's still 5 feet left.
Okay.
Like
Then I
so
go
you're
here.
able to finish your move. So if
No
that's
feet.
if that's where you want to be, that's where you're at. Does that change your shit or anything, or are you still dodging?
Nope. I mean, if I get here, I'm gonna try and hit people.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Then have at them.
Okay. And it's so I either have action or bonus action.
Only
Yeah,
one
action
attack
or bonus
regardless.
action.
When do I save again from this?
You don't know. You've never encountered.
Okay,
these
I'm going to
particular
try and
types of
stab
mushrooms.
the illithid.
Stabby,
Ooh,
stabby.
19, baby!
So sad.
19 hits.
I attempt to stun him.
Okay. 9 damage.
I'm sad because I just got robbed of 3 attacks.
I mean, you got robbed of a few, yeah.
You robbed
Oh
of
shit.
3.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be me too.
Yeah, because 2 from extra attack and then 2 from flurry of blows.
Oof.
Why do you not get the extra
That's
attack?
for attack.
That's
that's
what I was
part of it.
told.
No,
Well, you only get one
action
attack.
or a
No,
bonus
you get an
not
action
both.
or a bonus action.
Reg-
Really?
Okay, no, it's only one, and on each of its turns, it gives you an action or a bonus action, not both. Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic, it can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn.
Oh.
Okay. I've
And
never
it's,
actually read all of Slow
and
before, I guess.
Also,
That's my bad for
minus
not
2
reading through it.
AC and minus 2 dexterity save.
Interesting. Okay. All right. You hit 9 damage, and you are attempting to stun,
Yup.
and it is
A list. On the list.
not stun.
Not on the list.
Okay. That's
Did
the
you
end of
already
your
stun a
turn?
Mind Flayer?
I think I did.
Yeah, you stunned
I
the
think
one
you
in
did.
in Skullport, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
All right. End of your turn.
Yes.
Okay. You are no longer slowed.
Okay.
Bones, you're up.
Dagger! On the illithid.
Dagger on the illithid. It will have partial. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You have fucking sharpshooter.
I have sharpshooter! It doesn't matter!
It doesn't matter.
At normal, wind spike, attack!
Choi.
19.
That's it.
Snake.
Snake.
Nate.
Sharpshooter, regular bone dag.
Regular bone.
13.
That's a miss. So the
On my first attack, I will cause the damage to bounce from the illithid to the goblin chieftain.
okay.
I
How much
roll.
damage?
I'm rolling.
He's rolling. Gosh.
3d6 necrotic damage. 9.
9. Nice. Okay, that guy takes 9 damage, screams out, He actually like screams out, takes the damage from the bounce, and then as you throw the other one, he deflects the other one as it's heading to the illithid.
Turn over.
Turn done. This Golberin runs over here towards Matashtai. And there is another Screech.
Where? He just disappeared.
Did he?
No, he didn't. He's right there.
Oh, he's right there.
Oh, he is also slowed. So
don't
he
see him.
attempts
I had to look it up. I have been pronouncing that wrong for literally forever.
He attempts to stab, and super misses. And now he is no longer slowed. Ashes, you're
I
up.
how to say it from Harry Potter.
What are
Yeah.
we talking about?
I was saying
Mandragora.
Mandragora instead of Mandragora.
That is a super weird way to say it.
That's what I said. Exactly what I said.
Yeah. But all right. So, bonus action.
Smoke him while you got him.
Smoke him while you got him.
Side.
That's fair, I suppose.
Oop. I'm gonna wolf it up.
Yoy!
Boom. And then I'm going to run this away. Does that path take me into any shrooms?
It does not.
Nice. Then I will take Zalara and swing at the Thid.
She grows brightly in your hands, and you hear in your mind, oh, I've been looking forward to this for so long, and you slash. And that's a hit. Absolutely.
All right, hold on. Let me get
Noah Res.
Aneurysm
Arrow
every time I
might.
read your attacks.
God damn, dude.
That's
Zolareko Ilara.
that's her name.
That's her full title.
What is the 4 not?
Ashes,
top
do you
of the-
speak Elven?
I do not speak Elven.
Gotcha.
She speaks Elven. I'm not gonna understand a single word.
Understood.
Only Ezra will understand it.
Okay, so how much damage?
Now, what's that for? That's not the right damage. I don't have the right.
Is that your silver damage?
You didn't click your right. You didn't click the right. That's 1d10. Oh, that's your two-hand damage.
Ah, that's your two-hand damage.
Oh shit! That's automatically calculated in there.
I think. Did you drag a longsword? If you just dragged a
for
longsword
some
over.
reason, there's two. Yeah, I guess that is. Yeah, that is my two-handed. Because one's 1d8 and the other is 1d10.
Probably make a separate roll for that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn that off.
Why is just 1d10 with no modifiers? That's
Yeah,
a
I
bit
know.
weird.
Very good
I
question.
pulled out the
So 9 damage.
9 damage.
Okay.
And then I will strike once more.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, that's a
There
hit.
we go. That's it. And
Another
tack
8.
Another 8 on top of that.
So you guys are just like laying into this fucking illithid and just rubbery hide, just covered with wounds, tentacles. Just suddenly all of that like confidence and
I am a
bravado is
diplomat.
fucking gone. Right?
I'm a diplomat.
Okay. As you guys watch this undead beholder kind of like open its mouth, and you see
Here's where it falls apart.
coming out from the beholder. See,
That's gross.
Oh.
Those look bad.
and then one of them floats from the beholder's mouth into Matashtai, and it just gets near you, Matashtai, and just and all of the spores kind of like
Explodes.
rush up into you. I
probably
need
get
you
me.
to make
Rush up
a.
into you, bro.
Here's the fucking thing, because this thing doesn't know. I need you to make
Wait
a
a minute,
DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
It's probably like a disease or a poison, which you're completely immune to.
Oh, you breathe in all these fumes and you resist it, but if you hadn't resisted it, or even though you resist it, you're like, oh, That's a good thing I resisted this disease. Yeah, you're completely safe from whatever the fuck this thing is.
Smells terrible.
Like, it smells bad, but it's like least of your fucking worries.
Go run into all of them, like Sonic.
Just...
So it is going to one of you roll a 1, 2, 3, 4. Jay, roll me a d4. Jake, roll me a d4. Jay is target. Jake is beam.
No.
Jay, you are the target. You
Cool.
targeted yourself. What the fuck, y'all?
Whatever.
Oh, okay.
Whatever it is, it's
Number
going to be a
one.
beam that requires a Constitution save.
Oh my
It is a
God, bro.
DC
Oh,
14
oh.
Constitution saving throw, Jay.
Oh Lord.
Oh my God, yeah, it is.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's
Next
a Constitution
campaign, do you
saving
guys-
throw against
you guys wanna
Ashes.
play people-
Absolutely.
Next campaign, you guys want to play people that just have 20 con.
Everyone has 20 con.
Everyone has
You
20 con.
resist the paralysis ray. You just barely resist the paralysis ray.
I can't believe I made a save. And of
Oh
course,
my God.
Jake would roll the.
I mean,
thing
that's
that
probably
determines it was
positive,
a
but
con.
like, you can't be crits, so.
Jake!
Love it.
Ezra's turn.
Oh boy, I am looking at this Illithid, remembering the last time we faced one, and
What do you mean? Last time I basically killed it before you did anything.
This is the one. This is the one where it happens.
This is the one.
16.
Damn, do you guys remember the show Rock of Love?
I wish I didn't.
I think everyone does.
Everyone wishes they didn't. Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
16 whiz save.
The Illithid has a +6.
Damn. He's so wise. Oh God.
I run away.
As he's running, he's just forgetting that spell on the spot.
Sounds applicable. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay.
Be a
Okay.
caster.
Okay. That is the end of your turn, Ezra.
Yeah.
Caster's just feast or famine. That's it.
Yeah, but it's oftentimes famine. That's why you get so skinny.
He's gonna take a page. Ashes.
Mm-hmm.
Intelligence saving throw DC 15.
This one. This will go great.
So the Illithid's hands come out and he turns and spins and like you see this kind of like burst of magic like flood towards you. And you all watch Ash's eyes go red and he turns towards you.
Me?
Towards you in general.
Counter spell?
You're gonna counterspell me after
I thought it was 30 feet
after he rolls the save and no sir no
That's fine.
I
That's fine.
reject that one.
I thought it was 30 feet for some reason.
It's
What
60
is
feet.
it?
Even I
Is it
knew
60?
that.
It's
It's
60.
60.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
thought I
it's,
was out of
it's
range,
60.
so.
No, you're
I
in
know.
range, but I'm gonna have to veto after he rolls and after I describe it.
Fun.
But you can get me next time. It seems as if Ashes is no longer your ally.
It's just charm.
Shocker.
Do I want to kill my allies? Is that what I want to do?
You want to obey this Illithid. And it says kill your allies, yes. Okay. This Golberin is going to
Stun him, Mitch, right now.
run up.
I would love to.
And he draws a scimitar and he goes whack at Bones.
Okay.
21.
Yeah, uncanny dodge.
4 damage. And then he pivots and he swings a little erratically with a second attack at disadvantage.
No, that
Big
doesn't
miss.
hit.
Oh, he's fine. That's the end of his turn. This goblin is going to pull away from Ashes, who has no reason to attack him. So, goblin swings at Bones. Big miss.
No, that misses.
Ezra. The magic goblin
I
turns
yelled,
and looks at you and
"Protect
says,
me,"
"Are you
as
ready?"
I was running away. I said, "Protect me!" as I started running away.
Protect me!
Just kind of like, he draws a scimitar and he kind of like stands there at the entrance of the tunnel like, "I got him, boss!" Like he won't let anything by. You know?
He can't move 10 feet to the right. Just
What do you
be
mean?
within range.
Of what?
God damn you, Ezra.
He's following his instructions. Matashtai, you're up.
Okay. I attempt to assault the Illithid.
You do not have advantage,
Yep,
But you
that's
are
fine.
not slowed.
but you are not slowed. 24 definitely hits. Absolutely.
I attempt to stun him.
Great. He's gonna. So he takes 11 damage, and he has to. Okay, first he's gonna try to not get stunned. He's not stunned.
Not
Now
stunned.
he has to try to maintain concentration. He does not maintain
Yay!
concentration. Okay.
Thanks,
Ashes,
I love it.
Ashes
Love
is
you,
fine.
man.
Woo!
I'm gonna burn those Constitution saving throws out.
Yeah.
All right.
I then slash him across the chest.
You now have advantage.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Yeah, you did.
Because, like, Ashes snaps out of it in an
God.
instant and just turns pissed off back at this Illithid. 17 hits.
Alrighty. I'm gonna attempt to stun him again.
He's stunned.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fuck that guy.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to punch the undead beholder.
Okay.
That one's at normal.
Yeah, so
that one
shit's
probably misses.
not
That misses. Yeah.
updating
Yeah.
for me.
Okay.
What's not updating?
The map.
Hmm.
Because, like, from my
Oh.
point of view, he doesn't have advantage because he's not... And I can't see that other goblin. Like,
Huh.
so movements aren't happening.
Weird.
Yeah.
Very strange.
That is the end of my turn.
Here, let me delete you and put you back in. See if that helps. Blah, 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 blah. Whoa. Roll your initiative real quick and we'll fix it.
I reloaded as well. Hold on, I gotta open my sheets again.
Okay. Gotcha.
Where am I? 25.
25. Boom. And it's your turn. Ah, shit.
I don't really want to deal with brain defense.
The consequences of your frontliners running to deal with the Illithid and the undead beholder is that now you're dealing with brain puppies.
If I don't kill him.
Well,
Non-lethal strikes.
Oh, and I can't get sneak attack because Ezra fucking hates me, even though I protected him with moss covered rock near stream multiple times.
you poor thing, you.
Thank you. I agree. My plight is actually bad.
Well, I'm changing what I'm doing next round. Thanks for giving me the heads up.
About the brain dogs?
Yeah. What you doing,
Okay. Well, I will. How normal does that man look? Does he look like a normal gob, or does he look like a gob
fine.
with who is particularly buff?
No.
What does that
No,
mean?
he does not look like a buff goblin. Looks like a regular
Okay.
goblin.
All right, well, I
weak
draw
ass
my double-bladed scimitar, and I double-bladed scimitar him.
You skim at him and name him.
The natural one.
That's a ooh.
With another natural one. I hate this game.
Roll another d20.
Don't kill my goblin.
I hope he does. Oh, a 2! Good, a 2!
Is
Hot
your
damn.
double-bladed scimitar magic?
Oh.
It snaps.
Cool. That wasn't a weapon that cost me 750 gold.
It's like you're engaged by these two goblins, and you go to strike at one of them, and he parries the blade to the side, and the other one kind of jumps in, catches the blade on the shield, and you try to wrench it free, but in doing so, you kind of like your grip slides, and the other goblin, the second goblin, steps forward and just like shoves a boot into the side of the blade, and it snaps.
Okay, I disengage, and I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
Good luck, Ezra. I leave.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Gotcha. All right. This goblin is going to try to stab Matashtai.
He
17.
miss unless you have advantage.
He miss. Oh, does have advantage because of the beholder. He still miss. He still miss. Ashes, you're up.
I look at the Illithid. You tried to make me hurt my friends.
He's just starry-eyed.
I don't want to hurt my friends.
That's a hit. He had 1 HP from when Matashtai stopped beating on him.
Oh, damn it.
Like, he had 1 HP from when Matashtai stopped beating on him. He's super fucking dead. You just, like...
I like the idea that I left him just barely alive, stunned, just bleeding out.
I forget. I need to be using my bonus action every turn, so...
You got stuff.
I will use my bonus action to Searing Smite, so Zalara will engulf in flame.
Okay. You hear this kind of like... Oh, wow. It's hot in here.
Fuck, I'm not fire resistant!
Fuck! That's fine. Nice. All right, who are you swinging at?
The
Gotcha.
undead
Okay, that's a hit.
holder. And here is the Searing. Ignore the Feral Might. So that is 14 damage.
Gotcha.
5 of which
Anything
is
else?
fire. In a turn.
Sweet.
He's also ignited.
Nerazar's turn. He's ignited. Does he do something at the beginning of his turn or end?
Well, all right. So at the
At the start of its turns, it makes
Yeah.
a Constitution saving throw. Gotcha. Constitution saving
otherwise
throw.
it takes 1d6 fire.
22.
Spell
It
ends.
saves.
Okay, so it's over.
I don't even remember what the DC is, but it's not fucking 22.
Another gas spore
22.
blows up on, again, this thing it's not smart enough to know the difference, nor are these gas spores, so this other gas spore just detonates on Matashtai, who is unaffected by the disease, and then the other one detonates on Ashes. Ashes, are you immune to disease?
I'm immune to disease.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Great, I love those.
I know you do.
Fantastic.
You resist. You're safe. So you get a bunch of fumes in your face, but otherwise nothing happens. And then I need a 1d4 from Bones for the target and a 1d4 from Matashtai for the beam.
Two.
Beam.
That is Jake as the target, Ezra as the target. You see you? Yeah, you're still in vision range. And it is a 3. Ezra!
Right.
DC 14 Constitution saving throw, please.
You got good
They're all
constitution.
A black beam of energy crackles out, hurtles through the sky, just barely clips Ezra. Ezra takes...
60 bajillion damage.
60 bajillion. You take half of 38.
My God!
I was close.
That was a pretty
Gonna have
high
to kind of
roll.
side with Jake on that one.
Holy shit. Oh, damn.
Damn.
So
19.
Bunch of sevens.
19? Okay, so you take
What,
19
what type of damage is this?
necrotic damage. You're not resistant or anything to necrotic?
Nope. Nope.
Necrotic damage. Alright, Ezra, you're up.
Well, that changes everything about what I was gonna do.
All of the things.
I will. Turn myself invisible.
Big
If you
baby.
can't see, you can't aim you.
You big baby. I wish I could actually see Ezra on the map right now. I'm gonna have to change things. It's fine. It's fine. He's like up here. Anyways, anything else, Ezra? Or are you done?
End of my turn.
More
End of your
wine.
turn. This guy is
More
dead. And now it is this guy who gonna go after Bones. He runs up to Bones, makes an attack.
But I'm not flanked, and that's the important part.
Huh?
But I'm not flanked, and that's the important
Yeah,
part.
you're not flanked. So scimitar, big
No.
miss, and then he swings kind of scatterbrainedly at disadvantage. Yes. Okay. Then it is this guy. He is actually going to engage the other goblin. Goblin v goblin.
Sweet goblin
No,
on goblin action.
Karl Marx, don't die.
That's 19. That definitely hits for 6 damage. This goblin
Goblin
screams
Karl
out
Marx.
and he turns and he looks to where Ezra was and he's like, "Are you kidding me? You're fucking abandoning me!"
I'm still here.
Having a great day.
But it's his turn and he is gonna do what he was told to do, so he's gonna try to fight this goblin. He hacks back at him.
Noodle
Cutting
fight.
each other to pieces.
They're both still standing. Matashtai, you're up.
Okay. Okay, I'll take the attack of opportunity.
Okay, Goberin attacks you at advantage.
Yeah.
You good?
Do
You
I
good,
get advantage on this big boy?
Yeah. Easy peasy. It's kind of very
Swing.
slow as it's trying to like turn, and it's kind of like dead tentacles are like lolling to the side, kind of like flopping over, trying to keep eyes on you. You hit.
Swing again.
Big swing. It's a hit.
Ooh, actually, I want to try and stun on that second one. I forgot I'll have undead. Wait, do I have undead beholder?
I don't know.
You do now.
Oh, I do have undead beholder already, but
Well, I'll
let's try
take
and
it back
waste the
if you don't want to
people.
stun. He doesn't have to be stunned.
Now I got ×2.
Okay, times 2. Okay. He
But
is
this
stun
one's a
renoed.
named undead beholder.
Nerazar. Oh, I'll put the name in there.
Nerazar. His name is Nerazar the Defeated.
We see that. Do you guys think we need to leave one alive? How else is this gonna get blamed on specifically us?
I mean, I really feel like
Why
that
don't we
probably
all
should have
leave
been brought up in the
alive?
planning session.
The way
No, I
Azrock
think the
talked
thing is,
about
they'll come to him and be like, "What happened to our delegate?" And he'll be say, "Oh, these assholes were sent to protect him, and then they killed him."
the way Azrock talked about it was that like the whole scenario was kind of just going to be known already, right? Like Ulquest came to like, you know, relieve himself of his duties here,
Can't relieve
well
himself.
aware of what was going on, right? So Azrock's assumption is that the Xanathar already knows.
Well, it's not like we're good in their books anyway, so whatever.
No, they want to kill us.
No, this is all pretense, anyways.
Yeah.
In Azork's mind. Is that another hit? Yeah, that's another hit. Super hit. 9 damage. Anything else for your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
Bones, you're up.
I'm up.
He's up. Who you want to kill?
A lot of people.
Do it. You won't.
Bitch, if you don't.
All right, I draw the Troll King's Heartsinger. I take careful aim, and I attack the Goblin boss at advantage.
He's so
I'm not
fucking-
no magic or nothing, or no poison or anything.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I mean,
So-
you turn, and
30
you
damage.
know, with practice, precision, this goblin, you've already seen, right? Like every other hit this goblin swings at you is kind of like half-assed, clumsy. You consider for a moment, knock aside his blade, feint, and just stab him in the face. He drops. And
Asher, watch out for the brain dog.
as soon as he drops, there's a
I'm ready.
puppy comes out.
That's all I can do.
Okay. It is this guy now who is gonna run up and attack Bones. At advantage.
Yep.
18.
Yeah. Uncanny dodge.
4 damage. Ashes, your turn.
I immediately turn on the little brain piece of shit. I am going to deal myself 2 damage.
Damn sick, Chemocraft, roll!
Yep.
Like, really?
And then Zalara will start vibrating with thunderous energy.
And make her vibrate, huh?
Yes. Way to loot it.
Hola, 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 hola.
Look, you're the one vibrating here.
Hola, hola, holing.
Sorry, I was just trying to.
It's hard to, like, represent thunder damage. Like, especially since lightning damage is a thing. How do you represent thunder?
It doesn't do anything until you hit and it goes.
The blade
I'm
starts
saying,
humming.
like
No, yeah,
how
as soon
would
as you use
describe
it,
something
as soon-
imbued with thunderous magic.
as soon as you do it, the blade starts humming.
Oh, oh.
Get out of here. Alright, 18 is a hit.
I didn't roll.
Oh, you didn't roll? Oh, sorry, that
Yeah,
was
you
me.
said hola, hola,
That was
hola.
me hitting myself. Sorry. Go ahead. It's your turn. Hit.
Okay.
Hit.
Turn on the right. That's going to be at. Well, no. No, screw that. Before I swing, I'm going to move up here and let this goblin swing at me. I'm not letting this brain.
Miss.
Oh, misses. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to swing at the brain. Make
Yeah,
sure
no-
it goes down.
More wine.
Hit it.
Don't let no
All
brains
right.
get away.
More wine.
24.
Nice. 24. Yeah, that's it.
13
So
damage.
for 13 damage.
Ah, you slice into the brain, puppy. It squeals like warbles in your mind. It's still alive.
If it's squealing, it's still alive. So
20
That's a
cents
hit.
again.
for
27.
13 more damage.
He's dead. Woo!
Yeah.
I see all the
You did
pluses in
it.
his dude crit on every
I
hit.
assume that every time I see. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
these-
nice.
I don't know how I feel about these global.
Anything else for your turn?
Yeah, that'll be in turn.
All right, Nerazar is no longer stunned.
You could
Ezra's
be like
turn.
me and make a button that says Feral Might and then just says damage 1, and just click it all the time.
Click it every time. I mean, honestly, we just remembered it the vast majority of the time, and it was fine. But also,
no, the vast
I feel
majority of the
like
time,
this
you
is
didn't-
also
you did not
fine.
get remembered actually.
I don't know. I
You
remember
remember
a lot of
halfway through
conversations.
combat. Ezra. Yeah, either if you're saying something, you're muted.
I was not.
Oh, your mouth was kind of moving, so I was unsure.
I was thinking out loud.
Fair enough.
Or not out loud. I was thinking quietly
I was
while
thinking specifically not out loud.
I'm gonna take aim at the goblin harrying protector.
That's a hit. He dies.
I can't believe you've chosen to use him like this. That could have been your permanent research associate. You chose to throw him away like a disposable
permanent
shield.
Search associate.
You don't know.
I've already got one.
What?
You could have two.
No, not map layer. Not map layer. Not map layer! Token layer. Okay, Brain Puppy comes out.
Kill the
him
puppy.
before he hits you.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, or don't. That's your choice.
It's really your prerogative.
Okay.
It's the end of my
End of
turn.
your turn. Brain Puppy goes next.
Wait, why? Okay, Ezra's Goblin says it has 14.
Yeah,
Why is
I
it-
don't know why that is the case. I think I accidentally edited it, but it
Why is it out of
went
order?
the last time it went after the other goblin, so that's where it's gonna stay.
Okay, well,
So.
let's just change it to like 3 or 2 or some shit.
Fine, I will go change it to have your
I think you
sensibilities
Rolled
accepted.
it after
Thank
you
you.
did the organize.
Probably. Anyways, Brain Puppy that just came out looks around and goes, and it makes a motion towards the goblin defending Ezrah.
The Gooblin. Oh, because he's made of goo. Oh,
The
fuck yeah,
Gooblin.
dude.
Intelligence
The
saving.
Gooblin. The
Oh.
Gooblin Karl Marx.
Krat survives.
Damn. He's so smart. Dude.
The intellect devourer is unable to melt your goblin's brain.
I feel like
Yay.
the Gooblin should get proficiency intelligence saving throws just off that.
This guy is dead. This guy is
Forever.
dead. You gave the command. You said kill it before it kills you. So the goblin is going. He's swinging. What?
He's a god.
He hits for quite a bit, actually. Matashtai,
Fury
you're
of the Small!
up. Nope.
I assault the undead beholder.
Gotcha. That's a hit.
I don't think I have advantage anymore, actually.
That doesn't matter. 18's a hit.
Okay.
Bunch of
Continue
damage.
my assault.
Continuing. That's a hit.
Hit it with your
I
fist.
uppercut it, or kick it up in the bottom.
Every
of
time
its
you hit this thing,
orbital
like
disc.
portions of flesh just kind of like slough off, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's just it's barely held together as is. It can't take
Flurry
you
of
beating the shit
blows.
out of it. 11 misses. 17 hits. 9 damage. Nice. Okay. Anything else?
Would he die from that? No.
He's still floating. All right, Bones, you're up.
Bones! That's me.
I'm stab this
I
thing.
will. Well, I would never miss an opportunity to do stabbing.
You do love your stabbing.
And since I already have a dagger out, I can draw another dagger.
Yep.
So main hand is Shulking's Heartseeker at advantage. A lot of dice just rolled. That's probably hit. Snake attack.
That's
23.
he had 23 health
23.
left. He had exactly 23
Yeah!
health. Stab him in his big fat eye. He dies again. He is the defeated Ed.
Alright, well, I just
So re-defeating.
I
The
stabbed the other
redefeating.
one at normal. I stabbed Gore, but the other dag, the
Okay.
other gob, at normal.
Other dag, other gob.
Sitting.
That hits. Actually does not kill him though.
You're wounded, so
He,
prepare for
he
that.
is grievously wounded.
He bleeds out on his turn.
Yeah.
Brain Dog jumps out. And
Is that the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn.
He hacks at you. Ooh, he actually hits. Nice.
Does he? At the start of each turn, he takes 1d4 piercing damage.
Oh, he does. Sorry, I didn't realize he was wounded. Yeah, he bleeds out. Dies, and then we get boop. Another brain puppy.
Brain Dogger.
Brain Dogger.
Brain dogger. Yum.
Brain Dogger.
Yum. All right, he is dead. Ashes, you're up.
I go brain the brain.
Yeah! Ash is the brain smasher. Enemy of intellect and knowledge.
I like how Ashes is rescuing the Goblin instead of Bones.
He's got other attacks.
That's fair.
It's
12
alive.
damage. Brain Dog's still alive.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna be able to get this one and go back down.
Me too. I probably will fail this too.
16
16 hits.
for 13.
He's dead. He had one life
I
left after your
will
hit.
throw myself, use the remainder of my movement to throw myself in the way.
Okay. Nerazar is dead. Ezra, you're up.
I will take aim at the brain boy off in the distance.
Okay.
Snipe him.
That's a hit. All right. Anything else for your turn?
20 something HP.
That's all I got.
Brain boy shivers.
20.
I have an intellect saving throw from Ashes.
Between 20 and 26.
DC 12.
It's not that bad. Yeah, well.
That's bad.
Guess we're long resting then.
No, don't we need a
No,
greater
it doesn't
restoration?
go away with a rest.
Okay,
No.
so Ashes, you take 19 psychic damage.
I don't resist that.
And Ashes, I need you to roll a 3d6. If the total equals or exceeds your intelligence score, your score is reduced to 0.
Sorry,
What's your intelligence? Like
3d6.
8?
my intelligence is 8.
Oh, well, you better roll good then.
Or bad.
Bad.
You want to roll bad.
Oh, you're fucked.
Wow.
And it
God.
exceeds, right?
No, it says equals
Or
exceeds.
exceeds the target's
Oh,
intelligence
no.
score. Ashes goes comatose.
Great.
Damn it.
It's day one all over again.
It is day 1 all over again. Oh my goodness. Goblin does nothing because he has not been told to do anything else. Matashtai, you're up.
No, run over and fucking murder this piece of shit.
My god. The fucking luck there.
Stab down on top of it.
He's still alive?
Okay.
He's
I
dead.
punt it.
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
And then
Oh
I run and
my
while
goodness.
it's flying through the air, kick it again.
just beat it repeatedly. Oh. In the aftermath of the battle, slick with gore, dead goblins and aberrations around you, you all turn and you find your ally, Ashes, in a familiar state, unable to control his own mental faculties, in a stupor that you know he will not shake out of.
Damn, that sword is
Not
gonna mock the
not
Christ
anytime
out of him.
soon, anyways.
I notice my tail and start trying to get it. Oh god.
That sword is gonna mock you so much.
You had the sword for 1 day and lost all your mental faculties.
Not even.
I try to catch my tail. Do I catch it?
Roll for tail check.
Roll for a tail check. Sleight of
Is that
hand.
going to be sleight of hand? Here we go.
No.
Do I catch it?
Tail's
you
too
roll?
quick for you.
No, it's
Fuck,
way too
it's
fast.
7.
You're super slow.
All right, so can we spend the last 8 minutes of this session dragging him back up to the fucking surface and getting this taken care of?
You guys absolutely can do that.
Remind me, was it a lesser or a greater that needed to
Greater.
be done?
I think it was
It's
the
either
expensive one.
so you guys have experienced this before. He will regenerate 1 intelligence per day. Up to his maximum. Or you can have him restored.
Okay, so he's at 0, so he doesn't know how to breathe.
No, it's not that he doesn't know how to breathe, but he's basically
It's
he's
not
stunned.
unknown thing.
He's
That is an
permanently
auto system.
stunned.
Oh, okay.
He's comatose.
Just take the next 8 days and hang out topside.
No, let's just drag him to the top and take care of this real fast.
So I want to go through a scenario and just point this out real quick, right? Tell me how threatened you guys felt during that entire battle.
Not at all.
Well, I will say that
0 damage.
the knowing that brains were in play, always
Yeah.
a little.
Yeah, that's
the
always a
brains
little
will
like
get you out
shaky,
the-
right?
The brains were the only part that I felt threatened about. Yeah.
I was
Also
expecting
the-
more out of the Illithid, to be
The
honest.
not
I
knowing
mean, you
where
guys
the
kind of like gangbanged him, honestly. Like,
and
Yeah.
not knowing where the Mandragora were, that felt sketch. Knowing that one wrong step means you're gonna be slowed, that sucked. That was
Dragora.
concerning.
Yeah.
that encounter is considered a deadly encounter by the CR ratings
Yeah,
of
it's a
D&D.
Damn, could have been deadly. How much experience? That means we get lots of experience, right?
I actually gauge y'all's experience by a different gauge.
Oh, so we get the
however-
short end of both sticks.
Yeah, you do actually. I rebalance everything for you guys because you guys actually can play the game and you're not. How to put this politely?
Greenhorns.
There you go. You're not.
You actually know how to play the game, as one of the party members is sitting on the floor drooling on
Does
himself.
not being greenhorns get us more experience or less experience?
It gets you less experience. Fuck off.
Yeah, that's how all RPGs work, man. Like, the higher level you get, the harder it is to get to the next one.
You're playing on a harder difficulty than other people are, Zach.
All right then.
Can I play the Souls Light version?
You already are Mr. Runs a Lot. Anyways,
It's a good strategy.
you all gain 600 experience for dealing with Ulquist the Ambassador.
Wow. Actually, nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Look, man, I appreciate the horse, but I mean, I gotta know, and I gotta see those teeth.
Wow. Wow. Gift horses, mouths, all that good stuff. All right. So you guys drag yourselves to you drag Ashes back to the hold, right? And there you are greeted by the Legion members, and seeing that you guys are in some sort of trouble, like there's some sort of issue with Ashes, you are escorted to a triage center, right? And shortly thereafter, Lorcana shows up, and she takes aside some goblins, and there are clearly some messages that are sent. And Lorcana approaches the three of you, and asks what happened.
You're dead.
Doggo.
One brain dog
Took
got to
care
him
of it.
before we killed it. Yeah.
He knew it was coming.
She
He
nods
just
and
gets
she
like
says,
this sometimes.
"Fair."
Fuck you.
And she says, "Okay. We have been preparing for this event for some time. I've sent word to the Preta. She is on her way."
Oh, wow.
And the Preta Creepa.
Creepa.
We still
We don't
have.
have any-
After
we don't have any dime.
after she assists you, Lurkana says, "I'd like a word in private."
Private word.
Fair enough.
So she says that and then she steps away and actually the goblins here in this triage center administer to your wounds, and Bones and Ashes, I believe you're the only two that have taken any damage. You're both
No.
fully healed.
Sick. Goblin
I took
Sergeant.
the fucking death ray.
Oh, you did take damage. I forgot about you up there in your little la la
Goblins
land.
walk in. They're all going like this.
Well, so that
Yeah,
is
we give Jay shit for con saves, but you are a ray magnet.
You really are, dude. It's like amazing.
Hey,
And
you
here's the
rolled
funny
that
thing:
coming
I
at me,
have
Jack.
you guys roll the targets, like, you know,
I can't believe the first one didn't also go towards you, honestly.
it's pretty funny.
That's
So,
because I rolled that one.
they will heal up. Yeah, you have enough. They would basically heal up to 20 HP of any, with
Yeah,
their
yeah.
ministrations
19.
over the course of the next hour or so. But eventually, Prita, this hunched back, weird, stalk-eyed, razor-sharp teeth creature, arrives, and you see she is escorted by a handful of drow zombies. And
I forgot about that.
the goblins give her a very wide berth, but she comes up and she has this kind of like little cauldron, little cast iron bowl that is steaming, and she's clutching it, and she kind of like hobbles up and she says, she looks like one stalk eye in Ash's face, like one eye going from eye to eye like a telescope, right? Or like a light shining in your eyes, like looking for some sort of response, right? And she doesn't really get much of one, and she says, yes. And she takes this big ladle, and she looks at each of you.
I hold his mouth open.
Oh, shit.
okay, yeah.
And she just like spoon feeds him this thick, bluish liquid, right? And he kind of like, he kind of chokes on it a little bit, and she's like, "Rub his throat,
I rub his throat. I rub it.
I help rub.
It's like giving your pet a pill.
And
like, "Come on,
she
swallow."
feeds him a couple of spoonfuls of this concoction. And after each spoonful, you see a little bit of like recognition, a little bit of light come back into his eyes, right? And then she goes, she stops, and he kind of like, Ashes begins to kind of like, Ashes, you are restored to 5 intelligence.
That's
Still
functioning.
cool.
Yeah, you're basically back to a functioning sentient individual.
Okay, I'll take it.
But should if you guys want to choose to do something like go back up top and rest from here, you are more than welcome to. But Prita had been charged, right? Like Lurkana and Prita will explain that they've been preparing for this, right, for a while. That Prita has been making batches of this, just in case, because they knew there was the possibility that one of those little fuckers got astray and got someone, and they might need to soup them up.
Right now, I'm at a -3.
Well, don't try and be smart then.
Oh. Thank
You hear in your mind, Ashes, you hear, "Oh my god, what have I gotten myself into?"
Did you really just get brain zapped by a dog?
Hmm.
Oh god. Sleep it off, man.
She was
Working on it.
Okay, in the aftermath of that, Preeta, she
Alright, thanks, Prita.
leaves, and Lurkana pulls you all to the same chamber that you had originally met her at, the one where there's this makeshift desk, and Lurkana looks at you all, and she sits down, and you see she pulls out a flask and she takes a big swig of it. And then she looks specifically at Ashes for a second, and then she says, "Do you have the sight? Does he have the sight?"
What does that mean, the sight?
This devil sight?
Kind of like cocks her head and she says, "My son has returned." And that's where we'll go ahead and end tonight's session.
Oh.
So we will pick up next week with a conversation with Lurkana as she drops a little bit of a familial bond on Ashes, who had randomly called some
Fuck?
shit
Is there
earlier on
even
in
a
the
module
session.
that I could have read that from?
Honestly, no idea.
So
I'm not
Wow.
buying these big ass modules just to cheat. Like, fuck that.
Right.
I don't care enough.
Here, I would like to pay $50 so I have an inside scoop on my D&D campaign.
I mean, So, that is going to be it for tonight's session. That was fun. It kind of feels like you guys are getting to romp through, you guys are the big badasses now, and you're getting to
Yeah, we slightly over leveled, and now we're just going back and just murdering shit.
I don't know how we
shit.
would have.
Feels good.
I don't know how we would have gotten this without getting the dagger, and that's 6 anyway. So
Yeah.
I mean, there are many different ways that you guys could have gone to do things. You absolutely could have had this encounter back when you first showed up on level 3. It's just a
really?
matter of how you guys, if you guys had gone in and you were like, nah, fuck the Legion, that's horse shit, right? You could have been in contact with Ulquist way sooner, but who knows how things would have went. There's plenty of options. Anyways, that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am looking forward to seeing what you guys decide to do in the near future. I'm also looking forward to some downtime in the near future. So hopefully that happens. Anyways,
It's been a while.
it's been a
We
while.
never go
It
back
has
top.
been.
We live in the dungeon.
It's been a long time since you guys
Once it takes 6, bro, I
both
will be
in
living.
game and in fucking like real
Real
life.
Mhm.
Cause you guys,
The last time we did any shopping or anything was Hal down.
well, I mean, you guys have been back up prior to that. But it's been about 3 days in game since you guys were up top, and
That was just a quick pop up for some.
was it
Yeah.
just a quick pop?
That was a
Yeah,
quick
we
pop.
only
You guys
ran
were-
up for
I thought
something
you guys were
real
up for like a day,
Yeah, like
like a single
2
night.
days,
Yeah.
8 days, something like that. Yeah.
Well, that was over 10 sessions ago at this point. So that was over 2.5 months ago at this point.
Shocker.
Good damn. You guys have done a lot though. Anyways, it's been fun. That's it for tonight. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
We
Oh, yo.
actually doing pretty